I had said before that what happened with my dog left me really sensitive. I went my anger stage. I wanted to curse, and last time I had somebody say something stupid to me, I said what I had to say. This time I was accused of being an animal abuser, and I don't know if the, I just wonder, do people just like have nothing better to do with their lives, that they obsess with other people, like that they just go on my channel just to see what, just to hear what I say, just so they could criticize me. um I don't always say when someone says something bad to me, but this thing that happened with my dog left me very sensitive. And for the first time, you're gonna hear me say a word I shouldn't be saying, but the word is in the Bible. But this person accused me of being an animal abuser. I looked over my video. Thank you. You know who you are, for making me having to revisit a painful moment. And nowhere in my video did I say what this person accused me of. And that's another thing. There's a saying. Don't assume, because assume makes an ass out of you and me. Except I believe that it just makes an ass out of you. If you're going to criticize somebody, you need to finish listening to the video or finish reading the person's comment before you talk, because you're just looking like an ass. Sorry. The word is in the Bible, so I'm allowed to say it. I just want to reiterate a little bit here. This is my rant for today. My kids, when the hardest thing I had ever had to do up until what happened with Sunny was get rid of my cats. There are people who worship animals, just like anything else. It's unhealthy. There has to be balance. And sometimes people get so extreme that it's just not healthy. And when I had cats, and my daughter wound up being allergic to it, and she was sick constantly, and my doctor kept saying, you need to get rid of your cats. You need to get rid of your cats. Your daughter's not going to get better until you get rid of your cats. And for 2 years, I drove all over Brooklyn, Long Island, Queens, trying to find a place that would take them in. And oftentimes, I would find people who would stand in front and say, you can't take your cat in there. No, this is not a place for your cat. And I'm like, yeah, but I can't keep my cat. And can you take it? Oh, no, I can't take it. So they're very negative, and no, you can't leave your cat here, yet they don't offer help. One woman actually had the audacity to say, well, you had your cats before you had your baby, so I'm supposed to get rid of my baby? That's just not healthy. And so it took me 2 years to find a place. Finally, I'm in my 9th month of pregnancy. My husband's complaining because he had to clean out the litter, and I couldn't, because when you're pregnant, you're not supposed to deal with cat litter. And finally, I couldn't take it anymore. I had a toddler. I just finished weaning her from breastfeeding. I'm going to have a baby. I couldn't take it. Lack of sleep, everything that comes with pregnancy and having a toddler. I took them to the ASPCA, one of the hardest things I ever did. I cried profusely, and the next day I went into labor. And when I tried to find out what happened to them a year later, they said that ASPCA had burned down with all the records. That was one of the hardest things I ever did, and I never wanted to do that again. I have a 16-year-old, you idiot, who accused me of being an animal abuser. A 16-year-old cat. Now, why has she lasted this long? Because I'm an animal abuser? I take care of my pets. And there's also another saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Sonny bites. He used to bite. Anybody else would have gotten rid of that dog immediately once they bit their child. Anybody else. But I stuck it out with him. I went out of my way to learn what triggered him and not to set him off, because we loved him and we did not want to get rid of him. So again, you're making an ass of yourself to call me an animal abuser, okay? I never, ever, 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 and I'm paraphrasing, she didn't call me an animal abuser. She just accused me of being a bad pet owner, of making my pets suffer. I'm paraphrasing. But never, ever, ever did I say, because I revisited that video, that I kept my dog in that cage all the time. My dog was free. If you actually listen to my video, my dog was free. The only time we put him in the cage is we told him go, and he went on his own. He went to that cage because it was, again, repeating myself, and I don't like repeating myself. That was his place of zen and peace. He liked his cage. The only time I forced him to go in there is if he bit somebody. If he misbehaved, I would say go. But if he bit somebody, I made sure I locked it. The only time we forced him to go in, and we didn't force him. We gave him a big giant Kong, you ass. A big giant Kong full of food and water and a blanket in the cage if we went out, so he wouldn't destroy my house. And at night, so he wouldn't attack me when I got up in the middle of the night thinking that because he was going through the garbage and he thought I was going to do something to him. Okay? Anybody else would have put that dog down. But we stuck it out. And we had him for 9.5 years. I would have kept him until he was 15. I have previous videos. That's another thing. People want to criticize you based on one video and they don't follow you. They don't know. In my previous videos, you saw my dog running around in the grass, running around in the snow. Sometimes he would come up to me while I'm doing my video. You would have heard me talking to him. So again, stop talking crap if you don't know what you're talking about. And as far as beating him into submission, that's not something we did all the time. Again, you ass. That's not something that we did all the time. I said it was only a few times. Look up the word few, you ignorant ass. Few means about 3. I would say less than 10 times, maybe 5 times, did we have to hit him before he realized we're the alpha and not him. Otherwise, we would have had to be afraid of him. So don't be ignorant, okay? Read, listen, watch before you talk. So you can see in my videos that he roamed free. He went in his cage on his own often because, again, repeating myself, which I don't like to do, it was his place of zen and peace. So obviously, you who posted that comment on my video and the 4 people who liked it, obviously you are ignorant jerks who don't know what you're talking about, have nothing better to do with your lives than to come at me, watch my video just so you can criticize. And I'm sure you probably do that to other people too, because you have nothing better to do with your life, because you're just bitter and angry people. When it comes to my pets, they're my babies. And I'm very sensitive about what happened with Sunny. So you're going to come at me, I'm going to come right back at you. Don't think you're going to come on my page and talk crap on my page and I'm just going to stay quiet and let you get away with it. So, blocked and deleted, baby, as usual. You do not exist. And let me reiterate this too. I've said this in previous videos. It takes more time for you to open up new pages to attack me than it takes for me. It takes a couple of seconds for me to block and delete. And now they have Google and they can still contact you on Google. Guess what? Not too hard. Google your name, block and delete. You don't exist anymore. So you can waste your time because you got nothing better to do and open up several pages to attack me. And you're just wasting your freaking time because you got nothing better to do with your life. I'm going to block and delete you, baby, and I'm going to go on with my life. So keep talking to yourself 100 times if you have to, if it makes you feel better. But you're blocked and deleted, baby. So, yeah, this is my rant. I'm sorry. I'm very sensitive about my dog. I'm very sensitive about what happened. And what does it cost me? Because they were saying that I did not have a right to get another dog. Because I'm just paraphrasing that I'm an animal abuser. Because I'm complaining about money. What does it cost me to feed a tiny little chihuahua? It's like this person must be so stupid. A little tiny chihuahua. What is that little tiny chihuahua going to eat? Cost me less to take it to the vet than it did to have me adopted. And there's free space services. I'm waiting for 2 more weeks to get to the free truck. And hopefully, I pray to God, they accept me. What's it going to cost me to feed a little tiny chihuahua? Honestly, people are just asses. And yes, this is one of the few times you'll hear me say it's not even really a bad word. It's in the Bible. But yeah, I'm sensitive about my dog. And there's different stages of grief. And you just hit my anger button, baby. And it's not going to stay like that. You're going to be blocked and deleted and you don't exist. So go somewhere else with your hate. So anyway, you know, this is my rant. You know, I'm sorry to anyone else if you don't have to you didn't have to listen to the video if you didn't want to. But I know those of you who care about how I feel, and I thank you so much for those of you who do care. So yeah, don't mess with me. No, do not. It's like messing with my kids. Don't, no. My pets are my babies. No, there's an anger part of grief, and you just hit it, and that's it. I'm not a pendeja that I must stay quiet. Sorry. So go off, do your thing. You know who you are, and all your friends that agreed with you, you know who you all are. Go somewhere else and do your thing. All right, enough ranting. I will see you next week. To the people who care about me, to the people who supported me, I will see you next week with Cloud9. Thank you so much to those of you who support me. Mwah, I love you.